Camel pose can be one of the most energizing, uplifting yoga postures, but for a lot of people, it feels awkward or even painful for the low back. So let's fix that today. I'm going to show you a way to get aligned that actually supports your body so that you can get all of the benefits from the pose, which are many. Physically, camel pose opens up the front of the body, so your chest and your shoulders, the front of your hips, and it helps improve your posture. And energetically, it's an uplifting pose that can really give you a boost whenever you need it. So it can counteract feelings of fatigue, or when you're feeling kind of low, camel pose can be a great pose to practice. So let's give it a try, shall we? All you need is a couple of yoga blocks, and if you don't have yoga blocks, they are optional, but they might help support you in this pose. And I'm supporting my knees with a blanket, optional again. So come up and stand on your knees. Now, if you've done camel pose before, a lot of times it's taught like this, where you press your hips forward and then just go right into the back bend. Now, the issue of getting right into the pose this way, right into the deep back bend, is that gravity isn't really doing us any favors here, and we end up compressing the low back. So how I like to teach this instead is to stand up tall on our knees and engage. So engage the glutes, turn on the core, and bring a little bit of a tuck of the tailbone. So the opposite of sticking your bottom out into this. And instead of going right into the back bend, take your hands on your low back, just right below your waist. Now lean directly back in a long, straight line. So there's no back bend at all to this yet. The only thing that's moving are our knees. The only thing that's changing is this space in between my hips and my heels, right? That angle is lessening. So come in and out of this a few times. Now, as you move, you will feel your quads, your thighs engage, and that's a bonus benefit of getting into the pose this way. This is a great strengthener for your quads. Trust that they will support you as you lean back. And then next time you lean back, go as far as you can. And then you can release your hand back to a heel if your toes are tucked. You can untuck your toes too. You just have further to go to the ground. And then the other hand. Now, if that's still not working for you, leaning back like this is where the blocks would come in handy. So you can place them right outside your feet, and that brings the floor up to you just a little closer, right? So you would do the same thing, lean back, and then release each hand to the block. Now we still have no back bend. I want you to check in with your shoulders, that they're nice and open, so they're not internally rotated with the fingers forward. Think of turning your fingers back behind you, or the thumb back behind you, and squeezing the shoulder blades. From here, this is where we lift the chest up towards the sky. That's the next part to this. You can lift your gaze as well, but you're not letting your head hang back. And then if everything feels good from this position, you can begin to press your hips gently forward. But it's really important that we pull up first and keep pulling up from the heart so that we don't get that compression in the low back. And if that doesn't feel good, that last part, take that out, your long, strong plank, just like we were, and then just lift up through the heart. And this is your camel for now. I invite you to stay here and breathe and feel this pose for a moment in your body, wherever you are in it. And then we're going to come out of it the same way. Lean back. So we're taking the back bend out of it. We go back towards the heels. Good. Turn the core on, the glutes, and then come up. So that intentional engagement and support before we come back up so the back doesn't try to take over. Let's go over that just briefly one more time. I'm going to do it without the blocks. Okay, let's take our hands to our back. Long, strong plank, glutes engaged, core supported, a little tuck of the tailbone. Lean directly back. You can come in and out of it a few times, but I'm going right into it. And then release a hand to a heel, maybe the other hand. Check that you're externally rotated in the shoulders. The back of your neck is long. And then lift up through the chest. Maybe you stay here. And then maybe you explore pressing your hips forward as you continue to lift. Breathe deep into the front of the body here. And then to come out, we take the back bend out of it. We lean back towards the heels. We engage the glutes and the core, and we come back up. I like to take my hands back up to my low back as I come up. Now, I invite you to take a moment to feel what you just did. So if you are comfortable sitting back on your heels for a moment, do that. If not, try child's pose or whatever rest you'd like to take. Allow your eyes to close for a moment. Check in with your breath. Notice how you feel. Notice the effects of that posture. Notice if you feel a little more space and opening through the front of the body. And notice how you feel energetically. And then bring your palms together, touching in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was helpful for you. Please leave me a comment if you have any questions, if I missed anything that you were curious about. I would love to jump in and help and also just connect with you. So leave me a comment and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.